What's up, guys? It's your boy, Baker V2, back with another one today. Yes, we are back, guys. We are back with another one. Guys, we're going to be ranking restaurants today. We're going to be ranking restaurants. Now, I know in the last one we did restaurant tier list the last time. It was like an old video from like maybe like last year, I believe, but I didn't get to finish it because the audio got cut off. Audio got cut off and it was really bad. So, um, yeah, the audio got cut off and it was a whole thing. But we are back in here. We are back. We are back in here today. We are back. We're back. In another video, we are back here today, guys. You already know what to do, man. We're about to do it. Let's no more enough talking. Let's do it. All right. So yeah, so we got all the restaurants. Well, not all the restaurants, but we have most of them, most of the popular ones. This is a list. The list is going down. My computer is so sensitive. I'm sorry, guys. Please excuse me for that. So we got right here. All right. So we have right here, we have starting off, we have A and W. I think they actually make root beer, which is insane. I didn't even know they made root beer, but A and W, I've never had it before, so I'm gonna have to put it in the never had tier list. Never had it before. Yep, yep. Okay, there we go. So yeah, A and W. Arby's. So we got the never had tier. We got the F tier, which is like I said, the trash tier. We got the D tier, which is the mid tier. The C tier, average. B, pretty good, and then we got the the best the best tier right there. We got the best. It's top tier. It's superior. Arby's. I'd probably say, like I said, Arby's. I will say, Arby's is really good. I ain't gonna lie. I like the roast beef sandwiches. Arby's is like a childhood restaurant for me because I always ate like the curly fries. Like nobody makes curly fries like Arby's. The only thing I don't like at Arby's is the beef and cheddar sandwiches. I actually absolutely despise beef and cheddar sandwiches from Arby's, but everything else is fine. Like I said, their mozzarella sticks are really good. Their sliders, I remember they used to have these little bit of sliders. They had these pepperoni sliders, roast beef and Swiss sliders, and then they had these ham and Swiss sliders. They got rid of the sliders, bro. If you remember, if you had an Arby's coupon, you had the family pack coupon and the two can dime for $9.99. Bro, you already know. You got curly fries. You got a roast beef sandwiches, or roast beef sandwich and beef and cheddar sandwich with the curly fries and the mozzarella sticks and the drink. Like, bro, it was fire. But I probably had to say I can't put Arby's in the best tier just because of that one. This is the little nitpick that some of their stuff is kind of mid. I ain't gonna lie, but I put it was at Arby's. I put Arby's in the. It's pretty good. I put it in the B tier. Put Arby's in the B tier, and this is my list. So if you guys don't like it, then I understand. You are free to your own opinion, but this is my list, so don't take it out on me if I don't rank your favorite restaurant in top tier. It's just my list, my personal experiences with these places. Okay, so we got Baja Fresh Mexican Grill. I've never heard of it, but seems like it's good. I gotta try it one day. Baja Fresh. Gotta put that in the never had tier. Never had that before. Blimpie. Never had it before. Blimpie. America's sub shop. They sell subs. Are they like they kind of like Subway a little bit? I'm pretty sure. I don't know. As a Subway Blimpie, I gotta say, never had. Unfortunately, you already know. Let's see there. Next, we got Bowl Bojangles. It's bow time. You already know. If you guys already know, if you I am a North Carolinian at heart. If you haven't tried, if you've never ever tried Bojangles, you need to get off your ass and go get some Bojangles, man, because it is insanely good. It's very good, man. Bojangles is top tier, man. The Bo chicken sandwich, man. Everybody tries to replicate it. They just can't do it like Bojangles can, man. And the chicken supremes, you get their chicken supremes. Their food is great, man. If you get like the chicken, their chicken is very good. Their fried chicken is good. Their biscuits are absolutely divine. Their biscuits are amazing, bro. The Bowberry biscuit, Chef's Kiss, so good, man. Makes me want to have a just a big Bojangles extravaganza, like a full Bojangles mukbang. I get everything off the menu. I get the chicken supremes, I get the biscuits, I get the fries. I didn't even know about Bojangles. The first time I had it was when I was a kid. It was when I was living with my grandparents for a year, and we went on a road trip. We went on a trip, a family. It wasn't even really a family vacation, but we went on a trip. Um, and we had me, my grandma, my grandpa. We had went to the Bojangles, and it was like a gas station or something. I had gotten like the chicken supremes or something like that, and bro, I kid you not, I was in heaven when I had Bojangles for the first time. I was like, I just kept on getting it. I just kept on. Every time there was a Bojangles nearby, I had to stop at Bojangles. It was the sausage, whether it's the sausage biscuit, whether it was the ham biscuit, whether it was the chicken biscuit, it didn't matter. I wanted Bojangles, and I still love it today. Nothing will top Bojangles. I'm going on a massive rant here about Bojangles, but you already know Bojangles is S tier. There's no nitpicks about Bojangles. I mean, I will say they kind of downsize a little bit of things. They've downsized some stuff. But Bojangles, and I gotta say, Bojangles, this is the last thing I'm gonna say about Bojangles. Bojangles sweet tea is so good. Their sweet tea is amazing. But yeah, the Bojangles sweet tea, very good. All right, next up we got Boston Market. This is the one thing. Boston Market, I've only had Boston Market once. There used to be a Boston Market in North Carolina, Greensboro to be specific. There used to be a Boston Market in Greensboro, and I went to it one time with my mom. We had gone to the Boston Market after church, and I don't know what I got, but it was pretty decent, pretty decent. I don't really remember much about it, but I remember the food being pretty decent. I will say nothing too big to write home about, but I remember the food being pretty good. So, but since I can't really remember a whole lot, I'm gonna say the food wasn't spectacular or anything, but I remember it being pretty good. So, Boston Market, but I do know they have a lot of frozen meals. So, yeah, technically, yeah, the frozen meals are pretty good. But just for the actual food itself, when you go to the restaurant, unfortunately, they don't have a Boston Market in Greensboro anymore, or North Carolina in general, I don't think. But yeah, Boston Market I would say it's kind of average. I ain't gonna lie, but the food was pretty alright. It was okay. It was pretty good. So yeah, Boston Market. See. All right, next up we got Burger King. We got Burger King. Burger King, Burger King. Me and Burger King have such a weird history because I like Burger King. Some days I like Burger King. Some days I don't like Burger King. So it's like, I mean, it's off and on. We like hot and cold Katy Perry vibes, dude. Like, it's like every time, like I said, I want to go to a restaurant, fast food restaurant. Burger King is not on my mind 24/7. Like Bojangles, I can eat Bojangles, places like Bojangles, maybe Arby's, over and over again. But Burger King is not really my first option. It's always like a last resort. If every other fast food restaurant was closed, Burger King would be the last option. But Burger King, I used to love Burger King when I was a kid. As I got older, it was like the less I started liking Burger King, but I still go and eat at Burger King. But I used to like it more when I was a kid. So, but yeah, man, the food is Burger King is pretty good, man. The chicken nuggets are okay, but the chicken, I'll probably say Burger King's best menu option is I would say either between the Whopper and the chicken fries. The chicken fries is absolutely they are absolutely delectable. They are so delicious. The chicken fries, you dip them in some barbecue sauce, you're gonna go crazy. And yeah, Burger King. And I remember Burger King, they used to have hot dogs. They used to sell hot dogs a long time ago. I don't know what happened, but they took them off the menu. I never understood that. I don't understand why the hell they were selling hot dogs. They were a burger spot, but Burger King used to sell hot dogs back in the day. Um, but yeah, Burger King, like I said, the Whopper, and if you go to Burger King, you got to get at least like a Whopper or Whopper Junior, and maybe the double bacon cheeseburger. That's pretty good. I usually get that. But everything else, like I just not really a big fan of. Like I said, their chicken nuggets are kind of mid. I ain't gonna lie, their chicken nuggets are mid. Uh, and no disrespect to Burger King, no disrespect whatsoever to Burger King, but just the chicken nuggets are kind of mid. The chicken fries is like one of the best menu items at Burger King. And they're like I said, they're drinks. Now they got great drinks, great fountain drinks, and great. They got like these slushies and whatnot. I remember they had like these cereal milkshakes at one time. Those are good. Now their drinks, their specialty drinks that they have, those are good. And then they're like when they have Burger King, they got like specialty items for like if they're doing like movie tie-ins or like promotions or something, or they're collaborating with another company. Those sometimes can be good. Now, I will say the one time Burger King did like a Halloween theme burger, it didn't go well. But everything else, is pretty good. But Burger King, honestly, like I said, I kind of fell out of love with Burger King, but I will still eat the Burger King. Like the chicken fries, I absolutely love. Chicken fries is the top tier Burger King option. But but yeah, Burger King, I'll probably say is probably I gotta say Burger King. I would probably put Burger King in the C tier. Honestly, it's average. If everything else on the menu was like on the level of the chicken fries and the Whopper, I would be like yes, Burger King. You probably be they probably Burger King probably be in the B tier or the A tier, but or like the best tier. But yeah, I just can't put Burger King in the B tier. Maybe when I was a kid, but not now, unfortunately. But yeah. All right. Next up, we got Raising Canes, man. Dude, Raising Canes. Now I've had it twice. I had it recently. Actually, I had it actually a couple weeks ago. Me and my sister had it for the first time, and unfortunately, the Raising Canes we went to, they left off her order. They left off my sister's order. She had bought food for my nephew, and they forgot the order. So she's gonna get some free Raising Canes. That's gonna be dope. But but yeah, man, Raising Canes, bro, it's not even. I feel like it's overrated, in my opinion. I feel like it's overrated, but the food is pretty good for the most part. I will say, like the chicken tenders is basically like Zaxby's. Like it's a carbon copy of Zaxby's, but the cane sauce is pretty good. I will say, if but without the cane sauce, the chicken tenders are kind of like helpless. It doesn't have any flavor. It's lacking flavor and whatnot. But the chicken fingers with the cane sauce goes hard. The cane sauce makes the meal. In my opinion, you dip the fries, you dip the chicken fingers in the cane sauce. It's very good. And the toast is pretty good too, as well, when you dip it in the cane sauce. But I think, honestly, in my opinion, personally, Raising Canes, I know, dude, when the Raising Canes came to Greensboro, people were hyped. They were so hyped. They were ready. But I personally, in my opinion, I think I've had it for the two times that I've had it. I had it once. The first time I had it in New York, And then the second time I have had it here, I think Raising Cane's is low key overrated and overpriced in my opinion. For the food that you're getting. If the food was overpriced and the food was amazing, then that's what I would say. But I think low key Raising Cane's is kind of average. Like the food is alright. The food is pretty good, I will say. Like I said, but the food it makes a big difference. Without that cane sauce, man, it makes a huge difference, and that's why I gotta say Raising Cane's. I gotta put in the C tier, man. I'm sorry. Like I like Raising Cane's, but I just I gotta put in the C tier, man. I just think it's overrated and overpriced in my opinion. So yeah, yeah, mm-hmm. Yeah, but yeah, that's pretty. Yeah, uh-huh. But yeah, uh, let's see. So we got Carl's Jr. Hardee's. Now this is another childhood restaurant of mine that I used to go to all the time. I used to actually call it Hardee's. I used to mix Hardee's and Arby's in together. And I recently actually tried. I recently just had Hardee's again for the first time in a couple years because um actually I think it was like 2 months ago actually when I had Hardee's again for the first time. So it's been a long time since I've had it, but I just recently had it this year. And off the back, man, I had a burger. It was okay. The burger was good, but the burger was all right. But the chicken tenders, they still slap. They still slap. The chicken tenders at Hardee's, Carl's Jr., they were still good, man. And the French fries were pretty good. And the drink was very good. And I think, like I said, Hardee's, they have great food, I feel like. And some of the food is mid. I never had their breakfast before, but I've heard, like I said, nothing but good things about, like I said, the breakfast and whatnot. I've heard a couple good things about the breakfast. They got like biscuits and gravy or something like that. They got unique breakfast menu options, and I never had them, but I want to try Hardee's breakfast and whatnot and see test it out and whatnot. So yeah, but unfortunately, it's hard to sometimes it's hard to drive out. I had to drive all the way to Hardee's because there's literally one Hardee's left in Greensboro. There's one left. There is literally one Hardee's left in Greensboro, and is but you had to drive. I had to drive all the way to that one just to get some Hardee's. So but I think like off the bat, man, like Hardee's food is actually pretty. It's all right. It's pretty decent. But I will say, this is another Burger King situation. I probably say since I have childhood significance to it, I will say like say Hardee's, their milkshakes are pretty good. I would say Hardee's is very good in my opinion. I do love their food and their burgers are pretty solid as well. So, um, I gotta say Hardee's, man. I put Hardee's. I gotta give them in the B tier, man. I put Hardee's, Carl's Jr. in the B tier. I know a lot of people might say you're crazy. Hardee's sucks. Hardee's is ass. But then again, this is my list and not your list. So yes, there you go. All right, next up we got Checkers, man. I've never ate at Checkers before, but I've heard a lot of great things about Checkers. They do sell their fries, their French fries in the store. They do sell their French fries. They're called it's called Checkers. It's Checkers or Rallies. That's what they're called. But they do have a Checkers in North Carolina. I do want to check it out to see what's it's like what it's about. So. But yeah, Checkers, yeah, man. I never had it before. I'm hoping to have it one day and see what it's all about and see what's going on with Checkers, man. What's going on over there at Checkers, dude? So, next up we got Chick-fil-A. Now, Chick-fil-A, man, Chick-fil-A is, me and Chick-fil-A have a great history, and we also have a bad history as well, to be honest, because like it's weird, man. It's like every time, you know how you eat Chick-fil-A, you know when you eat Chick-fil-A after a long time, you gotta wait. Chick-fil-A is the type of place you have to wait a long time to eat. You can't like constantly because I feel like I can eat Chick-fil-A every day because the food is so good. Like Chick-fil-A, the chicken sandwich, bro, or the spicy chicken sandwich with the waffle fries, bro, like top tier, chef's kiss. But like, I will say it's just like you can't. I feel like as I gotten older, I can't eat Chick-fil-A every single day. It's just like, it's not the same anymore. Like when I was a kid, I would love to eat Chick-fil-A every day. Like the Chick-fil-A chicken nuggets, the chicken minis. Their breakfast is really good, bro. Chick-fil-A's breakfast, like the chicken minis. Oh my gosh, the chicken minis are so good with that Chick-fil-A sauce and the zesty buffalo sauce and just it's awesome. It's so good, and I think anybody that knows me, I think Chick Fil A is very good. So this might shock everybody, and also you got to eat more chicken, man. I gotta say Chick Fil A, man. The food is great. The milkshakes are so good. The lemonade is like real lemonade. Like they use real lemon in the lemonade. So I gotta say, bro. Chick Fil A, dude. I gotta say, I gotta put in the best, man. I gotta put up here with Bojangles, bro. I'm sorry for people that say. Some people might say Chick Fil A is overrated, but yeah, hey, I don't blame you. I don't blame you, but yeah, Chick Fil A, man. Chick Fil A top tier in my opinion. I mean, it's always the every time you go to a Chick Fil A, the drive through is always packed, and you see why the food is so damn good that people can't resist going to Chick Fil A. So yeah, that's why they're closed on Sundays. Nah, I'm just joking, but yeah, man, Chick Fil A is definitely the top tier. All right, man. Next up we got Chipotle, man. Now now Chipotle I just had recently as well. I just had Chipotle earlier this year, actually. Um, I just had Chipotle again this year. And I thought it was pretty chill. I thought it was pretty good, but I will say the only thing that sucks about Chipotle that loses a couple points for Chipotle is it's overpriced. I think it's super expensive for the little food that you get. Honestly, I don't think it's worth it in my opinion. Now, I mean, like I said, I've heard their rice bowls, like their protein bowls, are very good. I think Chipotle, like I said, they're very good with the Mexican food the Mexican cuisine that they do. But I've heard a lot of people say that Chipotle is overrated, and yeah, it's just like with the like overpriced and stuff, and but the food is actually really good. I feel like Chipotle is very good with the like I said the chips are pretty good. The tortilla chips are pretty good with the salsa, and then you get like say you can get like choose a different type of protein for your burrito. You can do like a steak burrito. You can do like a chicken burrito, I believe. I think you could do ground beef as well. But yeah, Chipotle is pretty good, man. I ain't gonna lie. But it's like I said, I wouldn't put it like at the best. I could just with that, just a little points with that. I say Chipotle it loses a couple points with the like I said the overpriced part about it. But other than that, the food is pretty good, man. So I will put Chipotle in the B tier because I like Chipotle. All right, yep. So let's get to the next one. We got Church's Chicken. Now, I've only had Church's Chicken once in my life. I haven't had it since. Maybe that's probably the reason why. And this where I rank this Church's Chicken might shock you, but yeah, I like I said when I had it when I was a kid, maybe I like I said maybe I need to try it again like as an adult. I might appreciate it more often. I might appreciate it more as an adult than compared to when I was a kid. But I remember I've had Church's Chicken once when I was a kid one time and it was like a catering service for my elementary school and we had Church's Chicken and I remember not really being too crazy about the chicken. I wasn't too crazy about Church's Chicken, and they do still. I don't know if they still have a Church's Chicken in Greensboro anymore, but um, I don't remember being too crazy about Church's Chicken to be honest. I found it more. I found it a little bit lower than I found it lower than Bojangles in a massive way. In a massive comparison, but I think yeah, Church's Chicken I feel like is I didn't really like it as a kid. I don't even think I would like it now if I tried it again. But yeah, unfortunately I gotta put Church's Chicken in I gotta put it in the D tier, bro. I'm sorry. I know that might make some people mad. I gotta put Church's Chicken in the D tier. And the only saving grace that the only reason why I'm not putting it in the F tier is you know, it's just like I said, I haven't had it in a while, but I gotta put in the D tier. So, you know, there you go. There you go. Next up we got Cookout. Now, dude, Cookout is amazing. But I will say, like I said, Cookout is not the same anymore. It's not the same anymore. It like I said, Cookout. I used to love Cookout. Going to Cookout when I was a kid, I would love every Friday night. I get off of school. Me and my mom, we would go to Cookout, and I still go to Cookout today. It's just not the same anymore. Like you get I mean, the food is very. I will say one thing about Cookout compared to like places like Chipotle and Raising Cane's and stuff like that. The food is reasonably priced at Cookout. Like if you get like a tray, it's like maybe gonna cost you about like $8. But like compared to like Raising Cane's, you spend like almost $10 to $12 on your food and stuff. So I think that's the one thing I do like about Cookout is reasonably priced, and then you can get stuff off. You can get stuff off. They kind of have like a value menu and stuff. Like you get a corn dog, or you can get a like chicken nuggets or chicken tenders, or I usually get the sometimes I get the Cajun grilled chicken sandwich. So with the Cajun fries. So yeah, man. And then also another thing I gotta point out about Cookout, their assortment flavors of milkshakes. Cookout has some of the best. I feel like they have the best milkshakes in the fast food game. They have some of the best milkshakes. Nobody beats Cookout's milkshakes, bro. They have every milkshake flavor. I think pretty much every milkshake flavor you can think of. They have chocolate. They got chocolate. They got strawberry, banana. They got blueberry, pineapple. They got flavors that I didn't even think were even real. They got strawberry cheesecake. They got eggnog flavor. They got a watermelon flavor milkshake. All right, they got a watermelon milkshake. They got I think they got like a pumpkin milkshake, pumpkin flavored milkshake or something. They have uh they got like a M&M flavor, I believe. They got like a Snickers flavor milkshake, but yeah, yeah, Cookout. Nobody does it better than Cookout's milkshakes, bro. Nobody can actually outdo Cookout for their milkshakes. So, yeah, man. But yeah, that's the one thing I said. Cookout has the best milkshakes, but they downsized them. So I'm like, damn, it sucks. But you had to live with it. You had to live with it. So. But yeah, Cookout is yeah, man. Their food is great. Their hot dogs, what I said with the chili, the mustard, and the ketchup, and you get it all the way. It's very good. I never had their burgers and their chicken quesadilla, but their fries are so good. That Cajun seasoning. If you don't get the Cajun seasoning on the fries, the fries do taste like butt. They do taste pretty bad, but other than that, that Cajun fried seasoning is a banger. Cookout, man, I'm gonna put it in the best tier, man. You can't beat Cookout, bro. Like even though they not the same, they don't hit the same anymore. The food's still pretty good, so I gotta put it in the best tier, man. All right, next up we got Culver's, dude. I never had Culver's, but I've stopped by Culver's. I'm gonna eventually try Culver's one day. You know, ask my mom we can go to Culver's and stuff, and yeah, Culver's pretty good, man. Culver's is pretty good. I heard that's what I've heard. So, eventually I want to try, like I said, and get a review of Culver's one day, and yeah, I've heard the food is very good. They sell like burgers and fries and tater tots or something. So I never had Culver's, unfortunately, so gotta put it in the never had. Del Taco. I've never had Del Taco. I want to eventually try Del Taco, but I heard they're like a Mexican. They're kind of like Taco Bell, um, Mexican food. So yeah, you gotta put yeah Del Taco. I put in the never had. Denny's. Now Denny's, I will say Denny's is a hit and miss because on the flip side, their food is pretty good for the most part. Their breakfast is pretty good for the most part. What I had the last time I went there, I actually I had the last time I had Denny's was last year, and I had like some type of French toast, banana like banana caramel sauce French toast with eggs and bacon, and that's the last thing I had at Denny's. But I remember that was good. That was good. But other than the actual food now, I would say the sandwiches are pretty good, but they're like their lunch and dinner options for Denny's. I never had before, so I can't really base it off. I can only base it off of their breakfast because that's pretty much what I had, and maybe the sandwich. Possibly, I had the sandwich one time, but I will say Denny's. I will say, like I said, the breakfast is good, but I don't know like the Denny's lunch and dinner options. I don't really know. I've had the sandwich. The sandwich it was okay. It was like maybe average, um, but yeah, I gotta say Denny's. I probably put Denny's in, and no disrespect to Denny's, but I gotta put them in gotta put them in the C tier. Honestly, I put Denny's in the C tier, the average tier. But yeah, that's pretty much yeah. That's pretty much where I stand with Denny's. All right, next up we got Domino's Pizza, man. Now Domino's used to be my favorite. It's pretty much I think it's still my favorite pizza spot, but I think as I gotten older, the more like I said, I kind of stayed away from Domino's in a way. But I think honestly Domino's has changed so much throughout the years. It's like, you can't even really base it off of like wanting to say but like hey let's go to Domino's or something and just you put it away and whatnot. But I think in a way Domino's has definitely changed throughout the years, and I think it's gonna be changing for the years to come. But like I said, you get that pepperoni pizza with the garlic seasoning on the crust. The pizza crust is so good. I mean, you be like, but they have a lot of other specialty pizzas and whatnot, and some of the ones that I've had, they don't taste great when you eat them the next day. You put them in the microwave, but when you get them hot and fresh at Domino's, they're really good. They are so good. But yeah, man, and then they're crazy. Like I said, their crazy bread have had is pretty good. But yeah, Domino's, man, they're pretty good, man. I will say they're a pretty good pizza spot. I do like Domino's a lot. And yeah, I gotta put Domino's in the B tier, man. Domino's is actually really good. I put them in the B tier. All right. Dairy Queen, man. Now Dairy Queen, I never their dessert. If you want to talk about their, I just had their dessert actually. I just had their. Speaking of Dairy Queen, I had when I was in Myrtle Beach, I had the Fruity Pebbles milkshake. Very good, by the way. Very good milkshake. It was pretty good. Their Fruity Pebbles milkshake, but their blizzards are super good. Their blizzards are like one of the most notable things about Dairy Queen. Their desserts and whatnot. But a lot of people don't know they sell food as well. Dairy Queen, they sell like burgers. They sell like chicken. They sell like chicken fingers and fries and whatnot. But I've had the food one time. I've only had Dairy Queen's food once. It was like I was like it was like such a random day I had their food. I had the chicken fingers and French fries from Dairy Queen, and I will have to admit, like it was alright, but it wasn't like anything to write home about. It was okay. It was like average. But when it comes to their desserts, the desserts is A tier. I gotta say A tier. So I will say, man, if I gotta say Dairy Queen, if their food was great and their dessert were great, I would put it in like B tier, A tier, the top tier. But since the food is kind of average, like meh, and the dessert is good, I gotta put it in the C tier. I gotta put it in the middle. It's like right in the middle, but I still like Dairy Queen. But yeah, I gotta put Dairy Queen in the C tier in my opinion. When it comes to food, they're average. When it comes to their dessert, top tier dessert. But yeah, somebody you might think you might be another time might be a little different for you. So yeah. All right, next up we got Polo Loco. I've never had it before. We can just skip that. Firehouse subs. I've never had it, but I've been in the restaurant. They seem like they're good. I'm gonna have to try Firehouse subs and see how they are one day. Get like a sub from Firehouse. Never had them, but I'll definitely want to try them one day. All right, Five Guys, dude. Five Guys. I just actually speaking of Five Guys, I just had this Five Guys recently again. After a lot of years. Since it for the this is like literally when I had Five Guys this year, this is like the first time I've had it since 2010. So 15 years. 15 years since I've had Five Guys, and I was trying it for the first time like since I was a kid. And to be honest, I ain't gonna lie, man. The food was pretty good. The burger was okay. The fries were really good. I will say it was a very combination meal. But one thing I will say that loses Five Guys a couple points is over. Same thing with Raising Cane's and Chipotle. Five Guys is super expensive. Everything is a la carte, so you have to get a burger by itself. There's no combos. You have to buy the fries with the meal. Like the fries, it just depends on what type of size fries you get. You can get like a regular size fry. You can get a large fry. The large fry might be more than the freaking burger itself, man. Like so if you get like a large fry, or you get like a regular burger or something like that, it's gonna be super expensive. But and then there are drinks, then you get a drink, it's gonna add up to your bill and stuff. But I think that's the one thing that loses points for Five Guys. But the food is pretty good. I ain't gonna lie, the food is pretty good since I had it like in a couple years. I gotta put Five Guys. I can't put it in the best because it's not on the best, but I'm gonna put Five Guys in. I'm gonna put it in the B tier. I'm gonna put Five Guys in the B tier. In my opinion, I'm gonna have put Five Guys in the B tier. All right, so we got IHOP next, man. We got IHOP. Now IHOP is very good. I like IHOP pancakes. They're the international house of pancakes. Um, you gotta love IHOP. I always get. Usually, I don't get the pan. I don't usually get pancakes all the time, but their food is pretty good. Like their lunch and dinner options are pretty good. Their pancakes, like I said, their IHOP has had some crazy different pancake options. Like they've done like stuff collaboration with movies and stuff. I remember they had like green pancakes for the Grinch movie at one time. So yeah, they've done some wild stuff with the pancakes, but their food, IHOP is a very good breakfast spot. I do think their food is like say I think IHOP is slightly better than Denny's in a way, like their breakfast food and their dinner food as well. But yeah, IHOP I think is slightly better than Denny's in my opinion. So I gotta say IHOP. I gotta say I'm gonna put IHOP in the B tier in my opinion. I'll put IHOP in the B tier. There we go. All right, In and Out Burger. I've never had it before, but want to try it one day. I want to try In and Out because I know they're in California, so I had to go all the way to California to eat it. Jack in the Box. I just had Jack in the Box actually earlier this year. Um, and I had it for the first time. I had it. They had one in Charlotte when I was visiting my dad, and I was like, "Let me go ahead and try Jack in the Box. Let me see what Jack in the Box is all about." So I got a burger from Jack in the Box and got some fries, got a drink and stuff, got a combo and whatnot. And I ain't gonna lie, the food was pretty good for the most part. It was okay, but I feel like it was kind of mid in my opinion. I mean, since it was like my first time having it, but I thought the food was pretty mid in my opinion. I thought Jack in the Box was pretty mid. I mean, the burger, the consistency of the patty was kind of like I said, it was kind of flavorless a little bit, but that's just my opinion. Um but yeah, Jack in the Box, man, it was okay, but it wasn't like all that. But the tacos, I heard their tacos are pretty good. I want to give their tacos a try. I was gonna get their tacos, but the Jack in the Box that I went to, they ran out. So I'm gonna have to get the tacos next time. But yeah, Jack in the Box was okay. It wasn't all that. So unfortunately, I gotta put Jack in the Box in the C tier. Unfortunately. All right, Jersey Mike's. It's crazy. We're almost done with this list. Almost done. We're making headway. Bless you. All right, next up we got Jersey Mike's. Jersey Mike's is actually really good. The sub from above, Jersey Mike's, they put extra meat on the sub. Um, they put extra meat on the sub. Honestly, they put extra meat on the sub. I like that they do it. The chips are pretty good, that they, and then the drink, sometimes it come. I will say Jersey Mike's is a little bit high too, but I do like their subs. Like, they have a great assortment of subs. I do think Jersey Mike's, personally, in my opinion, is better than Subway, in my opinion. But Jersey Mike's is really good. That's my grandpa's favorite restaurant. He loves Jersey Mike's. But yeah, Jersey Mike's is very good, man. They have great subs and sandwiches. If you, like I said, if you want a good sub and chips and stuff, man, you go to Jersey Mike's, and they're gonna take care of you over there. But yeah, man. I gotta say, Jersey Mike's. I'm gonna probably put Jersey Mike's, because I've had it a couple of times, and the subs that I've gotten, like I said, the classic Turkey Club, those were pretty good. So I gotta say, I gotta say, I'm gonna put Jersey Mike's in the B tier. I'm gonna put Jersey Mike's in the B tier. I can't put it in the best tier, but yeah, you already know, man. You already know. Jimmy John's. Oh my, now Jimmy John's. I've had it recently. I actually had it. The last time I had Jimmy John's was back. Actually, when I was in Winston Salem, I had just gone to a wrestling convention, and I had Jersey Mike's again for the first time. And to be honest, I didn't really think much about the sub. I used to like Jimmy John's when I was a kid, but as I gotten older, I just realized they were just like any other sandwich shop. I just gotta say, Jersey Mike's, I don't know, it don't hit the same like I was a kid. Their subs are just kind of lackluster, in my opinion. No disrespect to Jersey Mike's, but I gotta say, I honestly, this is the first real F today. I gotta put Jimmy John's in the F tier, bro. I'm sorry. I gotta say, Jimmy John's, they don't hit the same, bro. They don't hit the same. I mean, if you get, like I said, that might change. My rating might change maybe later on, but I don't think Jimmy John's, they don't be hitting like that anymore. But I'm gonna say F tier for Jimmy John's. To be honest, I don't like them. So yeah, but yeah, man, you already know. We got Jolly Bees. Never had them before, but I was in New York and I saw that they had, like I said, they like a Filipino restaurant. They sell Filipino food, fried chicken and spaghetti. KFC. Now KFC, I actually, the last time I had KFC was, I want to say, last year, I believe. I think that was the last. I think it was last year I had KFC, and because they're literally a KFC right from my house. Um, but the last time I had KFC it was pretty good. I will say, like I said, the chicken, I had like chicken tenders and fries and stuff like that. I don't know if they have potato wedges, but the fried chicken at KFC, it's okay. It's not better than Bojangles. They don't season it enough for the chicken to be, like I said, on Bojangles level. But like I said, KFC is pretty good, man. I ain't gonna lie. Like they said, they were the originators of the Kentucky Fried Chicken. So shout out to the Colonel Sanders. Um, but yeah, yeah, uh, KFC has done so many different menus. Like KFC has changed their menu up throughout the years, and I think a lot of people, they don't like that, but they got to deal with it, unfortunately. But yeah, I think KFC, is the chicken is good, and they've done some interesting stuff with, like I said, their menu over the years. But I will say, like, they're not better than Bojangles, I will say, and they're not. I don't even think they're good enough to be in the B tier. But I will say, man, I gotta say, I put KFC in the average tier. I put it in the C tier. I ain't gonna lie, I put KFC in the C tier. All right, Little Caesars, man. Little Caesars. I like Little Caesars more than most people. believe it or not. Like they said, their pepperoni, their pizza. I remember their pizza used to be $5. Now it's like $6 or $7 now. I used to get the pizza all the time when I was a kid. I used to get Little Caesars, get like a $5 pizza with a soda or some, like I said, the crazy bread and whatnot. Cause me and my sister, we just got Little Caesars actually a couple weeks ago or last month, I believe, and it was pretty good, man. It was pretty good, and yeah, man. So that was the last time I had it, but um, since then, haven't had Little Caesars in a while. So um, I'm gonna put Little Caesars, man. I'm putting in the B tier. I ain't gonna lie, I put Little Caesars in the B tier. All right, Long John Silver's I've never had before. All right, McDonald's, Mickey D's, the good old Mickey D's, man. Me and McDonald's have a love-hate relationship, be honest, because I hate that they took away that they used to sell salads. They got rid of the salads. I hate that they did that. I want them to bring the salads back. McDonald's, you need to bring your salads back. They were so good. I used to love McDonald's salads, but they got rid of them. McDonald's actually got rid of a lot of their menu options. They used to sell pizzas back in the day. They got rid of that. They used to have wings. They used to have McDonald's used to have chicken wings. They used to sell chicken wings back in the day. And they had these like they had these snack they used to have these snack shakes with the salad and stuff. They had a lot of stuff. Wait, mama. Did you speak with the lady? What did she say? She said that's okay. You told her, what did you tell her? Oh, I just told her I have like another job set up and I'm starting school soon. So. You hear anything back from Tevin's people? Not yet. I got my phone over here though. Yeah. Phone is dead. Your phone is dead. You know you get the address school weeks, but. Yeah, I understand. I understand. I despise it so much. It's just like if we were in a different city, I know you said Greensboro is home, but it's you already know. Yeah, but we got McDonald's here. McDonald's. Nothing, nothing. McDonald's. We got McDonald's. McDonald's probably say. I gotta put McDonald's. They have chicken nuggets and the chicken McNuggets. Their Big Mac, the Big Mac, the chicken sandwiches, and the fries are good. Buffalo sauce, the 20-piece McNuggets, the apple pie. Um, Gotta love McDonald's. Loving it. Like I said, McDonald's, bro. I gotta put it in. I'm gonna put McDonald's in the B tier. I ain't gonna lie. I like McDonald's. If you need a good fast food restaurant, you gotta go with McDonald's. See if I can move it. Can I move it? Oh no, I think my thing done messed up. Oh dang, I think my thing done messed up. Hold on. Dang. I don't know what happened to it. Oh, man, my computer messed up. Hold on. Hold on, we might have to. I might have to reset the computer. I think the computer just messed up. Hold on, let's see. I think it just messed up. Okay, let's see. Fast food. Hopefully it reset what I had the last time. Okay, yeah, reset. Okay. So we gotta put McDonald's in the B tier. That's what we decided.
What you doing? Hmm?
Oh, nothing.
Sister need to get over here. Well, she need to be from here now, but she need to apply for some jobs.
On my computer.
Whatever. You know, get on the GCT on my computer. Yeah, position she can apply for.
Hmm.
And then we call that. You need to call that T row number. You still got it?
The T roll number.
Well, I'm thinking
Oh yeah, I still got it.
about it. You need to call him. Go ahead, charge my phone, and I'll be back.
Okay.
So you can call. This is she should be a picture of her.
Yeah, the 1-800. Yeah, I got it. All right, yeah, McDonald's at B tier. We're back. My apologies, guys. So we got Moe's coming up here. We got Moe's. Never, yeah, McDonald's. You already know we put in the B tier for a reason. Like I said, they McDonald's. You know, it always hits for some reason. Like even though the food, like I said, you said McDonald's is overrated. It's disgusting. But you know, you can say the same thing about other places. But Moe's, I've only had Moe's once, and I thought the food was pretty decent. It's basically like Chipotle, but they got I don't know. It's nothing really different about Moe's, honestly, in my opinion. Um, I gotta say, Moe's. Honestly, Moe's is pretty. I say they're pretty good. They're pretty good in a way. But I probably say they're kind of. I don't really. They're kind of just basically like Chipotle. So I'll put them in a C tier, honestly, because the food is pretty good. When I like my memory, like recollection, I need to have it again so I can have, like I said, a new review on it. But other than that, I just think it would be a different thing. Oh my gosh, my computer is so sensitive. Golly, I'm sorry, guys. Um, Noodles and Company, I've never had it. I think they had a Noodles and Company in Greensboro. They took it away. Never had it before. Panda Express. Now they Panda Express is actually we got a Asian cuisine on here. I actually recently just had Panda Express for the first time actually with my mom. The food was actually really good. It was really delicious. They have you have get like a bowl. You can either get a bowl or you can get like a plate or something. And I got it was easier to get the bowl. It was like more cheaper to get the bowl than the plate. So we ended up getting the plate at Panda Express, and it was actually really delicious, man. The food we got, like I said, I got like chicken and noodles and something, chicken and noodles and like broccoli. I think I got broccoli as well, like vegetable and stuff, and yeah, with the soy sauce is pretty good. So, Panda Express is actually really good, man. I gotta say I'd probably put them on par. They're B tier, honestly. Put them on B tier. I'll put Panda Express on the B tier. All right. So we got Panera Bread. They are actually I haven't had them in a minute. The last time I had Panera Bread was like 3 years ago. But I will say Panera Bread is very expensive. They're very overpriced as well, so that loses them a couple points. But the food is actually pretty good. I mean, they do like I said, they have soup and sandwiches. Their soup is really good. Their soups are is very good. Their sandwiches. I remember when I was a kid, they used to bring like I said like dessert bread over to the house and stuff. They used to bring like or not to the house, but we used to have like bread and dessert and stuff, and they used to bring it to the school and whatnot because I was after school care. So all the bread from Panera Bread, they would donate it to the after school services, and they would have like this chocolate bread. It was like chocolate with the bread, and it was like bread, but it was chocolate inside, and it used to be so delicious, man. I used to love it so much. But yeah, Panera Bread, man, it's very, very pretty good. Honestly, I feel like it was kind of average at a point, but uh, I gotta say Panera Bread, man, I put it in the C tier. Honestly, it's like it's in the middle. It's like it's not bad or anything. It's just in the middle, in my opinion. Next up we got Papa John's, man. Papa John's, I used to eat Papa John's all the time when I was in school because that was pretty much funny story in high school. They used to my principal. They had like a lot of people like ordering. We weren't supposed to have food. They like delivered to the school, and some people would leave campus, leave school to go to the restaurants up the street and stuff, and bring the food back. We couldn't do that. So our principal he decided that they would be doing Papa. There was a Papa John's right up the street from the school from my high school, and they would have Papa John's in the cafeteria. We would have Papa John's pizza in the cafeteria. So you could pay to get an extra slice of Papa John's pizza. So I would be eating Papa John's pizza all the time when I was in school and whatnot because that's what they had. They had Papa John's available in the school. They were selling Papa John's pizza. So you know that's what we would do. We would eat Papa John's pizza a lot, and like I said, Papa John's is very good, man. They got like I said, you get the butter sauce. Their garlic butter sauce is so good. That little pepper that they give you is very good. They give you a little like green like it's like a green habanero pepper or something like that, but it is very good. Um, I think Papa John's they've always done great pizza in my opinion. I haven't had them in a while. I haven't had Papa John's in a minute, but I think Papa John's is really good. I gotta say, honestly, I think Papa John's might be the top pizza place in my opinion. I gotta say Papa John's I probably put in the best tier. Honestly, they're like the best pizza in my opinion. So I gotta say Papa John's, man. Yeah, Papa John's is A tier in my opinion. So yeah. All right, man. So we got PDQ next. I've never had PDQ. I gotta try it one day. Penn Station. Penn Station. Now my mom loves Penn Station because they have like the subs off and stuff and whatnot. They got like the subs. They got like deals on the subs and stuff. Like if you buy two subs, you get another one free or something like that. But yeah, Penn Station, they are very good. Like they got subs and they got fries and whatnot. Their fries are really good. They're hand cut fries from potatoes. And I've had their lemonade. Their lemonade is very good at Penn Station. The subs, like I said, steak and cheese. You get a steak and cheese sub from Penn Station is very good. Um, and yeah, I think Penn Station is I think Penn Station might be on par with Firehouse Subs. I think in my opinion, I think it might be on par with Firehouse Subs, what they do there and whatnot. But I think Penn Station is a whole hell of a lot better than Jimmy John's, and I think it's better than Subway too. And I think it might be on par with Jersey Mike's. So I think Penn Station is on par with Jersey Mike's. And I'm gonna put Penn Station. I actually really enjoy Penn Station, so I'm gonna put Penn Station in the B tier. I'll put with the Penn Station the B tier. All right, there we go. All right, we got Pizza Hut. Now, I used to love Pizza Hut when I was a kid. They used to have the little buffet spot in there. You get like the salad and stuff, and you get like the pizza, and sometimes I think they had wings. Sometimes they had wings, and yeah, Pizza Hut. They like I said, I think Pizza Hut has always been pretty good in my opinion. But since I was a kid, man, or that was when I was a kid. But now it's like when I get Pizza Hut, well, I haven't had it in a minute though. But when I do get Pizza Hut, it's like I don't know. It's like it tastes good, but it doesn't. I don't know what it is, man. I can't rock with Pizza Hut nowadays. I don't know. It's just not the same anymore. So nothing against Pizza Hut though, but I think Pizza Hut is low key kind of, I don't know. It's kind of bad, but it's not F tier bad. It's just like I said. I can't rock with Pizza Hut anymore, man. I don't know what it is, but yeah, I gotta put Pizza Hut in the D tier, unfortunately. I know a lot of people might say that's crazy, you're insane, Jalen, Mr. Beaker, but you know, it's all good. It's all good. Um, then we got Popeyes. So we got Popeyes, Louisiana Fast. Dude, Popeyes is very good, man. I said a lot of good things about Popeyes. It does mess up your stomach. It does mess up your digestive system because the food is so damn spicy. But that's because it's a Cajun restaurant. It's Louisiana Cajun. It's Louisiana Fast for Popeyes. But yeah, Popeyes, man. Popeyes is very good. Their chicken is really good. Their fries are very good. Their biscuits are dry as you know what, but it's that's what you get with Popeyes. And they have very good. I remember they had like this pickle lemonade. They had like this pickle lemonade. It was very good. I really enjoyed it. They had like this pickle lemonade. It was like a seasonal option, seasonal item at Popeyes, but I thought it was very good. You can't get no better than that. You cannot get no better than that. But I thought it was very good. I thought it was exceptional. But yeah, their chicken is good. I think Popeyes they're not as good as Bojangles. Popeyes chicken is not as good as Bojangles, but it's very good. With the extra Cajun, the Louisiana Cajun seasonings. I gotta say Popeyes. Honestly, I have not had a single bad experience with Popeyes, man. I gotta say they're going. I gotta say they're. I put them in the B tier, man. I will put Popeyes in the B tier, in my opinion, because they are a very good fast food restaurant. They've always been. All right, Popeyes, man. I always used to love the black lady. She was in the Popeyes commercials. I don't know whatever happened to her, man. They used to have that her in all the Popeyes commercials. Guess not anymore. Next up we got Portillo's. They got hot dog, beef burgers, and salads. Never had them before, but I want to check them out. Portillo's. If anybody knows a Portillo's nearby in North Carolina, let me know. Um, Potbelly, I never had before. Never had Potbellies before. Put them in a never had. There's so many different restaurants that I've never had before. You'd be surprised. You'd be like, Jalen, you never eaten there before? I've never eaten there. Quidobas. Quidobas, there used to be, I've only had Quidobas twice in my life. I only had Quidobas twice in my whole entire life. They used to have a Quidobas in Greensboro, but they shut it down, unfortunately. No, there's no more Quidobas in Greensboro, but like I said, they're on the lines with like Chipotle and they're along the lines of Chipotle and stuff and Moe's Southwest Grill. I think Cordoba's is actually pretty good. I did enjoy the food when I was there. I thought it was pretty good. Um, I did like I said, I do like Cordoba's. They're pretty good. They have great food. I ain't gonna lie. Their chips, like they got burritos, tacos, whatever you want, protein bowls. Same thing as Chipotle, but I think they're a little bit cheaper than Chipotle that I remember. I think yeah, they were a little cheaper than Chipotle. Um, but I think they were a little better than Moe's Southwest Grill that I remember, and I've had them recently than Moe's. So I gotta put them in the B tier for Cordobas. Quiznos. I've never had a Quiznos. I never had a Quiznos sub, but I do know they used to make subs. I know they. I don't know if there's still a Quiznos left. I don't know if they still around. I don't know if they're still in business. If Quiznos is still in business, let me know in the comment section below. Um, but I never had Quiznos. I know there used to be one in North Carolina a long time ago. Roy Rogers, never had that before. I don't know what that's about. Sabaros, I think I had Sabaros one time. They used to have it in the mall. I did not like. I don't think I liked it. I ain't gonna lie. I don't think. I thought the pizza was greasy. I don't remember liking Sabaros if I was when I was a kid. I don't think I. I don't think I liked it. I ain't gonna lie. I think. Yeah. I did not like Sabaros when I was a kid. I probably put it in F tier. I did not like that. Um. Schlotzsky's. I would say Schlotzsky's. Um. Never had it before. Never had Schlotzsky's before. Uh, Shake Shack. Never had it before. Sheets. Sheets they make pretty good food for a reasonable price, and I gotta give their even though Sheets is gas station food, they still rock in my opinion. I think Sheets is very good. They have great menu options. They change their menus up around. They got like appetizers and food. It's made to order, so you can order it yourself over the app. So you can like design what you want. You want a hot dog, you want a burger, you want a chicken sandwich, you want chicken tenders, you want a sub. You already know. You just design it yourself and they'll bring it right out to you. So I think Sheets have and I always like Sheets food. So I really like Sheets food growing up. I always ate it. I gotta put Sheets. I'll probably say Sheets. Honestly, I put it. This might be a controversial pick, but I would put Sheets in the best tier. Honestly, I do love their food. I really like Sheets food. I'll put it in the A tier. Honestly, in my opinion. All right, and we got Skyline Chili. I never had it before. Skyline Chili. I don't know if they're in New York, but yeah. Sonic. Now, I just recently had Sonic again. Sonic, they have just like Cookout, they have a great selection of like desserts and stuff. They got milkshakes, great milkshakes. And a lot of people remember, if you remember, they used to bring the food out on roller skates. They used to bring the food out to you. They delivered the food out to you on roller skates. That was one of the one things I loved about Sonics growing up when I was a kid. I used to love the presentation, how the employees would bring the food out to you on roll. Yes, man. Oh, okay. Hold on, I got a intermission, guys. Well, let's go upstairs. I got the thing rolling.
What thing?
My mic is on.
Boy, you better be minding yourself when you want some Uber Eats. Let me go. I gotta get something out of the car. Hold on.
All right, guys, I'm back. I'm so sorry. I'm just gonna speed run through this. Um, S- Sonic. I gotta put Sonic at I got. I actually gotta put Sonic at see, hold on. I can't even move it. Uh, yeah, I'm gonna. Yeah, I'm gonna